Right, okay, so there's been a slight mix-up tonight. For the 9 o'clock matchup, it's not MJM going up against Pat GG, it's MJM going up against Laughing Kills. This is actually the week 2 match with which they have not actually played yet. So that one will be going down right now at 9 o'clock. The one at 11 will be the one going up against Pat GG. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of switching up some of the, the words and the namings and stuff on the the pre and post and the casting screens, all that. So the teams are going to be swapped about. This is going to be Laughing Kills instead of Pat GG. So just going to do a little bit of changing right here. So yeah, other than that, it's pretty much what we're going to see tonight. It's going to be LK going up against MJM. So we've got that queued up for us for the 9 o'clock matchup. Following this would be Pat GG going up against MJM. So just a little bit of a mix-up because I thought they were splitting their games, the maps 1 and 2, because they are going to have to play 2 maps back to back. Tonight's maps are supposed to be CP Process and Snakewater. So since this is going to be the week 2 matches, you are going to see Gully Wash and Process, right? Those are the 2 maps that Laughing Kills are going to be playing against MJM with. So they do have their players inside the server already. We can just hop to the other screen where we can just switch out the names and stuff right there, as well as the maps. So the first map is going to be CP Gully Wash instead of Process. So just got to switch that about. And yeah, so they are just in the server, just doing their pre-game DM. So that's gonna go down, and yeah. So just wait for the thing to start while I just switch up the names once again. Right, so that's that. Yeah, it does look like we have most of the players inside already. We do have the rosters as well. So here we go for the side of Laughing Kills. We will have Mansalute and Holistic as the scouts for the team. We will have Ethan and Spee as the 2 solis, followed by BM, who is going to be the demo man, and Ho 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 will be our medic for tonight. So I believe they Ho 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 isn't using his name. It's using Mikan Sumiki. Right, so that is going to be the medic for the side of Laughing Kills. And we have MJM, Sphere and Carolyn. They are going to be your scouts, with Moonlit and the Big Head as the 2 soldiers. Demo man will be Asan, and followed by OID Oid as the medics. So those are the rosters for tonight. And it does look like they are going to start the map very, very soon, I believe. Excuse me. So just get rid of that. There we go. So the config has been restarted, and it does look like they are going to be ready to go very, very shortly. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, so we are going to be starting straight away. This isn't an Age of Fortress server, so there is not going to be a startup time or reset time, before the match goes live. So we are going to be live straight away on the perspective of Arslan, who is going to go to the midpoint very, very quickly, much faster than Laughing Kills players. He's going to spam his stickies all the way down, denying speed from Karen. Now his rocket jump gets denied and taken down almost immediately mid-flight by the scouts. Sphere and Carolyn both took him down with the scatterguns. So only Sphere goes down for the side of MJM. with 3 players going down for the side of Laughing Kills. So the medic, the 2 solis, the scout following shortly after. Mansalute is the only one alive right now with 7 health. He is going to back out all the way. Gets taken down in the end. So the midpoint is going to go into the hands of MJM. They are going to push forward all the way to the next point very, very aggressively. So the mid fight definitely went in favor of MJM. With just crazy shots coming down with Arslan reaching mid first. Lovely air shot goes down by the big head, taking out Speed before he can do any damage at all to his team. The medic goes down once again for the side of LK, so they are going to push in relatively unhindered with almost the entire team up. They do have Uber on hand. No off-classing apart from the Pyro. Once again, they are going to be running Pyro straight to mid, as we've seen Laughing Kills do that before. And straight away, the point is going to go into the hands of MJM, so there you go. First point in favor of MJM for CP Gully Wash. Very, very quick match going down, a little under a minute and 2 minutes, sorry. No, not even 2 minutes, a minute and a half. So that match went down really, really quickly. And once again, Arslan is going to be the first to mid. Botched rocket jump by Spear right there, gets taken down with one of Arslan's stickies once again. So the scout tries to go to work, but just couldn't do much at all. The medic is going to be alone down below. Really, really bad positioning right there. He is going to get finished off with Moonlit's escape plan. So they are just going to clean up LK off the bat, just full wipe on mid during the mid fight. So MJM really, really just taking this game just all on, all in. So they are going to push forward to the next point right here. Going to capture it without any competition at all. Speed going to come in, try to delay the capture, but he's getting a little bit low. It's a direct pipe to the face from Arslan and backs out into lower lobby. He is going to go up to the upper lobby. Not really a bright idea right there, so he just gets wiped out by the scout right there. So the MGM players, it does look like they did lose the medic during the mid fight because he doesn't have the full Uber as he did earlier on, but they are going to be pushing in to try to capture the final point. Carolyn is going to be in low lobby, keeping an eye out down below. Spear was the one who was trying to do the capturing. He does get taken down in the end. They do see the combo coming up in Riverside. They do try to aggress, show some aggression to gain some ground up on the Riverside. Arslan is going to back out to get the health pack. The medic does have 74% Uber on hand, but he gets taken down by the 2 solis working together. So Arslan is still going to be watching Riverside. Moonlit is going to be at the balcony keeping his eye out as well. The Uber is going to come into the hands of Oid very, very shortly at 89%. Mikan is down at the moment, coming up right now. They do have a sentry up on the right side. Moonlit's rocket jump does get a bit messed up by the sentry fire. So the 7th man does a somewhat effective job of preventing them from pushing in all the way. And Moonlight does get taken down. We do see the sentry going to work as well. So Big Head does get taken down by the sentry gun as well. So MJM somehow are just dropping players. Probably due to the 7th man on the team of LK. So they are holding the last point relatively well. The medic is going to be down to 71 health. He is going to back out all the way. The Soli with the aggressive bomb coming up takes the medic down. So lovely pick by Spear right there. It does look like LK are going to dig their boots down in and try to stand their ground. So MJM failed that last push right there. And good effort by MJM. They did try to push to last, but the sentry gun placement just defeated, that just prevented the rocket jump from happening at all. They are going to be pushed all the way back because they don't have any heals at all. It's going to be a attempted backup by Sphere right there, but it is unsuccessful. The sentry gun, of course, still watching last, but they are going to be able to hold lobby once again. And yeah, so MJM going up against LK. This is for those of you who are just joining us, this is a matchup between MJM going up against LK for their week 2 matchup. This is even though we are currently in week 3, they have not cleared their week 2 matchup, so this is what they are going to be playing. That's why we are on Gully Wash at the moment. So current score is still 1-0 in favor of MJM. And we are just going to have to wait and see how MJM decides to push forward. The Uber is going to be popped onto the side of MJM. They are going to take down the medic successfully. The Demoman Arslan trying to do as much damage to the rest of the players as he can. The scout is going to be on the point right there. The Soli tries to defend it, but it's just going to be not enough. So there we go. MJM is going to take the 2nd point as well, bringing the score 0-2 in favor of MJM. Right, so MJM have been showing just overall extreme aggression, extreme coordination, you know, just working together with the teams. They're reaching mid extremely quickly compared to LK. You see they're already going to be stacking the point where LK are going to be hanging back, trying to defend choke and watching big door as well. So there you go, both teams are going to be watching each other at choke once again. Ethan is going to be up top, keeping his eye out down on his medic over the choke. Mansalute and Holistic do get taken down at the big door. Arsan is going to be coming in from that way. He does spam out his stickies at the lowest shutter. The medic does get taken down by the scout as well, so a little bit of a sad placement by the medic right there. He does get taken down. Ethan being the only one up at the moment with Holistic spawning in right now, and it's going to be a full wipe for the side of Team LK. So MJM are going to be able to capture this point and push in relatively unhindered once again. The Uber is going to be in the hands of Oid as we speak. It does look like they are going to push in all the way. They do have Uber on hand, so they don't have anything to fear. The medic is going to be bombed by the Solly. He does somehow manage to survive a little bit longer, but the inevitable happens anyway. There we go, this Moonlit and Big Head once again, the two aggressive soldiers for the side of MJM, sorry, and there you go, the scout coming up from the lower riverside and just capturing the point. Carolyn with the capture right there. The score is going to be 3-0 in favor of MJM. So let's hop onto the perspective of the LK players. BM right here, let's follow him for his rollout. He is going to be going really slowly this time, making his way through choke, so he does gonna go face to face to the Solly right there. He is gonna go by drop down, going to see if he can get the sticks down into the make. He does get a little bit of damage down onto Oid right there. He is gonna be taken down to 132. He is gonna try his best to take him down, but it's not that successful after all. So the point is gonna go into favor of MJM once again. They are gonna be pushing forward, but the medic for the side of LK is currently still up. He does still have that 60% charge on hand, while we do see Oid with that lovely 95. So it is up to LK to defend their, their second point. Sorry. A little bit of a lag coming up from Holistic. BM and Mansalute do get taken now. So it does look like Mansalute isn't going to be running Pyro anymore. Holistic does get taken down by that wall rocket right there. So Spee and Sukumi gets taken down. Once again, it's going to be another wipe for the side of LK. So Sukumi lost all that charge that he has been building up. MJM once again going extremely aggressive. They do have Uber on hand, so they're just going to push in all the way to last. Zero sticks on point at the moment. If the Vayne does take down Big Head in the end, Uber is going to be popped for the side of MJM. So the scout tried to do the capturing on the point, but he did get taken down. The only people up are going to be Arsan, Moonlit, Sphere, and Oid, with Arsan coming up from behind, going to get the capture time down onto the point. Solo capturing the point, and there you go. Riverside all the way into the bottom, coming up and capturing the point for MJM, bringing the score to 4-0. This is an extremely quick match going down. 21 minutes left on the clock for the server for this map. The next map will be CP Process, so we've got that to look forward to. And for those of you just joining us, this is the Asia Fortress Cup 10. It's week 2 matchups between MJM and LK. So mid-fight this time, it does look like they are going to be able to go toe-to-toe, only losing one player each for the sides of MJM as well as LK. So Mansalute does go down. He is going to be running a Pyro to mid once again. MJM just holding their ground, especially Arsan the Demo Man, just spamming out his damage onto everybody, and all the mid-fights going into the favor of MJM so far. They are going to be pushing forward to the next point. They do have their medics both up, so Mikan does have 70% on hand with Oid at 97. So Ubers are going to be in the hands of Oid very soon, right now as we speak. Arsan trying to get the damage down onto the medic. The medic getting extremely low and taken down by the stickies by Arsan. Absolutely lovely sticks right there. So the Uber is going to be forced for the side of MJM. They do have a lot of damage coming out onto the LK players. They do take down a lot of them, and they are going to be able to capture the next point. So currently the Ubers are going to be in the favor of Oid right now with 25% on hand, with Mikan coming up charging his Uber very quickly, down to 20% right now. So they are going to push in very fast because they do have that slight number advantage. Arslan going to be spamming out all the damage onto the point. Oid does get taken down. They don't have any heals for the side of MJM, but they do have that huge number advantage, and there you go. The score is going to be 5-0 in favor of MJM. And that is going to be the first map CP Gully Wash, going by extremely quickly, just a little over 10 minutes right there. So just a lot of damage coming out for the side of MJM, just destroying LK on the mid fights and just pushing all the way to last. So it does look like MJM does have the upper hand during the mid fights. They are you know, they have been reaching the mid fights very quickly, much quicker than LK have been in the first place. So LK have to sort out their rollouts if they want to reach mid much faster. And yes, even in Twitch chat we do see that the people have been stating that the LK players just seem uncoordinated. You know, their rollout in general, where the players are reaching mid you know, relatively later compared to what MJM have been doing. We do see Arslan reaching mid first almost all the time. He's just gonna reach mid first, spamming out his stickies all the way and just, you know, pouring out damage, just denying LK from making their way forward. And there was one of the rounds where the medic for the side of LK, Sumiki, sorry, he was all alone down below, which just, you know, painted a huge target on his face. He was taken out shortly after. So MGM have been dominating 5-0 for the side of CP Gully Wash, and just absolutely dominating. But this is going to be CP Process coming up next. You know, we don't know what to expect coming up from both teams. MJM against LK once again. So let's see how things roll out for this second map, and all the best to the teams. It does look like they are going to be ready to go right now as we speak, so we're going to follow Arslan for his rollout this time around. He's going to be buffed up by his medic all the way. So the second map that they are going to be playing tonight is going to be CP Process. Arslan making his way to mid, and he does reach mid very quickly. BM getting extremely low. He does take the health back up inside sewers. So Arslan is going to be first one on the point. He is going to be spamming out his stickies everywhere, even before the LK players reach mid. So we already see Holistic and Ethan, as well as the medic getting taken down, followed shortly after by Manthaloo. So Spee is going to be the only one up right now. He is going to be stuck in sewers fighting toe-to-toe with two scouts. He is going to be taken down and finished off in the end. So Spire is going to go into the hands of MJM as we speak. Currently no off-classing for the side of LK though. All they have is a Pyro, no engineer or heavy weapons guy. They are still going to be running the Pyro. The Uber is going to be in the hands of Oid as we speak. They are going to make their way to the final point right now. Uber is going to pop. Lovely juggle right there coming out from Moonlit. He is going to spam out his rockets to take down as many people as possible. Speed and then Salute do bite the dust. BM getting extremely low with Vayne dying as we speak. BM getting healed up by his medic as fast as possible. Holistic at 23 health. Moonlit currently the only one back at the last point at the moment. Oid was taken down. He's going to back out the Spire from the rollout right here. So good defense for the side of LK. They do manage to hold the final point, you know, preventing the MJM players from pushing in. The medic is going to be caught out alone together with the Demo Man. He does get destroyed by Moonlit. And 0 heals and 0 Demo Man for the side of LK. The only people up right now is going to be Vayne. The only Soli is going to be finished off right here. And the point is going to go into the hands of MJM. So map 2 on CP Process is going to go into favor of MJM. Currently the score is going to be 0-1. And yeah, so just very, you know, aggressive plays coming in from MJM. They're not, you know, not letting up at all. They're just making the way to mid first. They're just pumping out all the damage, you know, constantly wiping LK, you know, off the map. We do see the scout coming in from the left side inside Suez. He's going to be all alone, you know, he's just going to prove nothing more than a distraction. A little bit of a bad placement by the medic right there. He does get taken down, coming in, you know, alone with the scout, so not a very smart thing to do, you know, just sticking with the scout. Midpoint is going to go into the hands of LK right now. We do see some of the players spawning in. Vayne gonna make his way through rollout, try to defend Spire from the MJM teams, trying to spam out as much damage as he can. He does finish off Moonlit right there though, so nice rocket coming out from Vayne. Spire is going to go into the hands of MJM very shortly. Currently the only 2 players up are going to be the medic as well as Holistic, the scout. So, but they do not have any Uber charge on hand. The medic is going to be singled out and destroyed very shortly after, and the point is going to go into the favor of MJM straight away. So that is going to be that for the second round. Once again, very quick rounds coming out from MJM going up against LK. So yeah, so go follow the side of the Demo Man BM for the side of LK once we find him. He is coming up very slowly, you know, compared to his solis. He is going to rotate around, coming up from IT instead of, you know, the regular rollout. He's going to be spotted by the soli right there and getting pushed back at 81 health. So just BM's rollout in general is very slow compared to Asan's rollout and the rest of the players for the side of MJM. So BM trying to go toe-to-toe with the Demo Man as well as the 2 solis. He does get taken down in the end. The only person up is going to be the medic, who gets finished off by Moonlit. So MJM pushing forward all the way. Spire is going to go into the hands of MJM with only Holistic up alive at the moment. Currently still no off-classing. Mansalute still the only one on Pyro. No heavy or engineer for the side of LK. So the point, they are going to rush the point straight away. Uber is going to be in the hands of Oid. So, you know, if he can pop if anything goes south, they are going to stack the point, and there you go. MJM takes the point once again. The current score is going to be 3-0 for CP Process. So let's make our way back onto BM's perspective. Follow him for his rollout. And yeah, so once again, BM's rollout is very slow. He is, you know, we see right here, he is waiting for the medic to buff him up first. So apparently the medic did not buff BM up during the, you know, while he was in spawn. So the medic seemed to be healing up these solis instead of the Demo Man. So that's a big no-no right there. The medic does get taken down by the flanking scout, and they are going to be pushed all the way back. BM currently still trying to contest the choke area. He's going to back out into the resup area. Gets taken down right before he picks up the medium health pack. So almost a wipe for the side of LK. Speed does live to see another day. He is going to be finished off by Carolyn right there. So Uber is going to go into the hands of Oid, and Spire is going to go into the hands of MJM. So Soli with the bomb coming in tries to delay the capture, gets taken down by Big Head and the Demo Man working together. So Spire is still in the hands of MJM, but the players for the side of LK, the medic just walked out of the shutter alone. Not grouping up with his team at all, so a little bit of questionable play for the side of LK. You know, when the medic just walks around all alone, you know, and just being all independent and everything. So we do see Oid running Kritzkrieg this time, with Mikan currently still running the stock Ubercharge. So we're gonna follow Vayne for his rollout. He is gonna make his way to mid much faster than the Demoman. He is gonna reach mid as we speak. He does try to capture the you know, get the medium health pack. He does not get the medium health pack in the end, so he is gonna be a little bit low. It does fall to the Solly's rockets right there. So the scouts and the Sollies are working together extremely well. The medic gets body blocked at Choker and destroyed by the two scouts right there. So Speed tries to go to work but gets denied and destroyed. So here we go, midpoint is going to go into the hands of MJM once again. Asan already making his way forward. Excuse me, making his way forward to the Spire. You know, watching Boiler as well as the rollout. So we do see Big Head already inside final. Lovely pipes coming out from Asan, destroying the Solly right there. Kritzkrieg is going to be popped and a lot of damage coming out. Juicy picks right there. The medic gets destroyed the moment he comes out of the spawn door. And that is going to be that. The point goes in the hands of MJM, and very, very quick match off the bat. 0-5 once again in favor of MJM. So MJM have been extremely aggressive and extremely unrelenting, you know, just taking all the matches back to back, all the rounds back to back, all the mid fights even back to back. So there was good defenses coming out from LK during some of the rounds, but their rollouts to mid was probably the thing that, you know, prevented them from getting any ground at all. So once MGM reached mid, they already spread out, you know, just in anticipation of when LK players will come out. They just proceed to pump out all the damage and just destroy, you know, all the LK players even before they can do anything, like taking them out at choke, at even Suez and even IT. So the MJM players rolling out to mid extremely quickly, just pushing forward, gaining lots of ground. It's just, you know, just devastating for LK. So LK, good plays by LK, but just MJM takes both games, both maps 5-0. So congratulations to MJM for their week 2 victory. This has been MJM going up against LK, an extremely quick matchup, with the second map taking less than 10 minutes. So yeah, so this is going to be the first cast for tonight. There will be another one shortly after at 11 PM. GMT plus 8, of course, so that's in about an hour and a half from now. And that is going to be MGM going up against Pat GG. So switching out to the little poster that we have, we do see the cast for tonight. Ignore the map 1, map 2, that was just a bit of a mix-up which I got. So the 9 o'clock match was against LK, with the 11 o'clock match being MGM going up against Pat GG. So tomorrow we are going to have a matchup between Godsense and Aesthetic. That is going to be a Div 2 matchup this time. This is going to be their week 3 Div 2 matchups, and I may not be the one casting. If there is going to be someone doing coverage, I will host their Twitch channel as well, so you guys can have a look see. So following that, on Sunday, there will be a matchup with the Reddit headliners going up against Technology Eclipse at 8 PM GMT plus 8. So we've got that to look forward to. So tomorrow's matchup will be a Div 2 matchup. If I can get a replacement caster, I will. If not, then terribly sorry, I will not be able to cover that match. And for the Sunday matchup will be the Div 3 Week 3 matchup between the Reddit headliners going up against Tech E. So yep, we got those to look forward to. So it's been an extremely quick matchup between MGM going up against Pat GG. The next match will be played at 11 PM. So I will see you guys then. And right, so a little bit of a correction. So the MGM, one of the leaders, have corrected me and sent me a message. So they have pushed forward the second matchup against Pat GG. There is going to be a correction to the timing. This matchup is going to go down at 10 o'clock instead of 11. So that is going to go in about 22 minutes. So a little short intermission before that comes up, and we will have that matchup going down in well, very shortly. So that is going to be MGM going up against Pat GG for their week 3 matchup, and the maps played are going to be CP Process followed by CP Snakewater. So very exciting maps right there, especially Snakewater. So we've got that to look forward to. So see you guys in about 22 minutes.